we are live. Jesus Christ. There we go. It's working. Howdy!
Include my audio.
Yep, that's all good. Oh yeah, I gotta change my settings as well. 5. Only 8 drivers, that's surprising. Well, hey dude, we get on with the show. Hello everybody, welcome to the start of Season 2, where we have some dramatic changes to the new season in RTB GRL. So, welcome all to the start of it. Unfortunately, we did not have to stream Division 1 because Xbox Live was being an absolute, let's just say, a bit of BS. And we had to cancel it until next week. So this is the starting point of the season. Hopefully next Tuesday will be better. And yeah, so it is your commentary duties as always. It's Damien once again, and I'm joined with a new driver that's starting on the Tuesday like me. It's Marcel. I'll say he's a good driver in my opinion. So yeah, it's nice to have you on board with me streaming Division 2. It's a good helping hand, and I appreciate it.
Just gonna head straight in with the questions. Obviously, I'm new to the commentary box, new to the league. What do you think the performances and the results are going to be on the end of this qualifying session, and maybe predictions onto the end of the race?
Well, some of these drivers, literally pretty much 7 of them are no-hit. Obviously, the other one is from your side of things, which is a new driver as we introduce him. Is in the Aston Martin. Obviously, he might struggle a little bit, but I say it's a good starting point from him in my opinion. Like I say, sometimes you have to start at the bottom, and then work your way to the top of the mountain. But yeah, some of these drivers I know, like the likes of Smithy, Chill, Schumacher, Manzi, Owen, DC, and Maverick. Out of those drivers, I'd expect Shuey to be up there. Schumacher. Obviously, he's in the Williams. He does not like that car. But regardless, he's a good driver nonetheless. And same with Chill and Smithy and Manzi. They'll have some rivalries coming up. So we'll see what happens. Like I say, it's a new game. Obviously, it could be interesting to see who's the quickest out of the lot come the end of the session. But yeah, it'll be between those 4, in my opinion. But do not discount out DC, Owen, and Maverick. They might pull out a surprise coming up.
Yeah, just reset your mic because it's been coming out a little bit.
Oh, is it? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Just try reset it. That should hopefully do it.
Yep.
But yeah, so as we get into this quali, Chill is the fastest man at the moment by a few hundredths away from Smithy. Might as well talk about him whilst we're here. Preet, what have you experienced from him? Obviously, as a new driver, and what you expect him to bring to this division?
Which one?
Preet.
That's the Mercedes driver. Oh no,
the Aston Martin. Yeah.
From what it looks like as of right now, he's P3, not too bad, but comparing to P2 and P1, it's not looking too strong. We're gonna have to see some more pace coming out of him. To obviously get a chance to judge how quick he is, maybe judge how good he is at racing wheel to wheel. Actually, the Mercedes of Brit is actually not too far off him now, but yeah, obviously a new game, new handling, new time management, new qualifying techniques. It's all new. Everyone's gonna have to learn at one stage. So maybe it's just a learning process. Maybe he's just setting a bankers. But from what it's looking right now, he's not looking too bad.
Yeah. Let's say DC is a very good driver. Like I say, he's probably the most consistent, and Maverick putting in same sort of time as Manzi, which is actually a very good lap from Maverick from obviously what I've known from him. But yeah, DC is probably the most consistent driver in this division. Obviously, I know you got like the likes of Smithy, Chill, and Manzi up there, but I'd say he's a very underrated driver in my opinion. DC, just watch out for him. He's actually he's one of those drivers where he can just pick up the scraps and get some very good points, especially in this division, in this league, from what I've seen from him. Obviously, I've known him for a long time. And yeah, he's not the quickest, but he's a very, let's say, intelligent driver from what to expect from him. Maverick coming back as well from a bit of a long way from racing in RTB, as I've known for about a year. Again, like it's hard to put on like a like a status and say who's going to be the quickest in the new game. It's all game. It's just learning processes, and at the moment, I think Maverick's been the most impressive at the moment. Like I say, still early days as they head into the pits. As we go to Schumacher on his first flying lap in the Williams.
He's looking pretty confident through them two sets of corners, obviously. High speed, high temperatures on the tyres, high stress on the car. Looked pretty good through that. It looks like he did cut the chicane, and yes, he does invalidate that lap. The FIA will delete his lap time. And the current provisional pole is 0.26 of a second between P1 and P2. So there's interesting actually to have the current provisional pole sitter starting his lap now.
Yep.
And Schumacher will go for his second lap, essentially. Let's just watch Chill going through here. We're also going to have Pre going out on his out lap.
Yep, on board with the provisional pole man at the moment. He's improved.
Purple sector 1.
Yep, by 17 milliseconds. Not much, but it's still an improvement nonetheless as we head towards up the hill. Doesn't invalidate there. Sometimes you can go wide there and you invalidate your lap, but not this occasion for Chill. As he heads to the end of the sector 2, he's 2 tenths up almost.
It's not looking good for Schumacher, just being on board with him. Looks like the FIA will delete his lap time for a second lap in a row here.
That's not good for Schumacher, but he is probably the first few drivers to test this game, actually, to be fair. He's had an injury before the last game ended, but we go to Chill, see what he can do. Goes fastest with a 15.8 by 2 tenths. He improved his lap time. I'll say sets the benchmark for the others to chase. Schumacher
going on his lap again. From what we've gathered just here a second ago, Pre is improving on his lap by 100th of a second. But we're going to carry on sitting, sit on board with the man in the Williams car. We're going to see what type of lap he can set, potentially without invalidating for once, but we're going to see how he does it.
Let's see what Pre does. Right to those track limits. A little bit out wide, but he should be able to finish the lap and get an improvement. And he does. It's a 17.2, puts him 5th, ahead of DC. It's not a bad lap time, to be fair. As Manzi in the Red Bull goes off on his second flying lap.
Schumacher has invalidated again.
Ooh, that is not good.
This is not good for him. I'll definitely recommend pitting for new tyres.
But if you look at the ERS, it's very high. So he's just doing some practice laps, if I'm being honest. He does this quite a lot, to be fair. He uses no ERS barely on his first few laps. And you'll see that quite often as he goes again.
He had a bit of a rear end loss from the Red Bull here.
Let's go to Manzi then.
Locks his
Oh yeah,
rear
just
tyres.
jumped on board with him. He just lost it almost. Had a big snap coming out the exit there. As he's got this Aston Martin ahead of him, moves out of the way. Gets 3/10 up in the middle sector.
Takes it right up to those limits and sets a purple sector too.
Yeah, but sometimes this game can pretty
strong.
much not put a purple middle sector in. It could be anyone at this point. Oh, it goes wide at Ravazza!
Oh, he stays in. He stays in. The FIA will not delete his lap time. Man.
But that's cost him time, though. That's definitely cost him time.
What will he go across the line?
16.6. Yeah, that's cost him time through Ravazza.
Final sector is gonna, yeah. Schumacher again.
This time he's not invalidated for the time being, and he keeps it going.
I think he's just trying to get some heat into those tyres, getting a feel of the car. I feel like this is going to be the lap he's going to set us. From last night, I was racing Schumacher. He was looking pretty strong, I will not lie.
Yeah, he does have a good
bit
of pace, to be fair. I know he likes to say no pace these days, but still, nonetheless, it's a 17-0.
17 flats.
But it's still, but again, not much ERS used in that lap, so it's not the best for a minute. As Chill improves his lap time by a 10th, goes even faster with a 15.7. Can Smithy respond to that on his next flying lap? We shall see. As Vanzi looks like he's probably going to pit and get a third and final lap in.
The Mercedes with new tyres, you can hear the growl from the commentary box over here. You can hear the growl of that W15.
On mediums, very interesting call there.
You can hear the growl of that W15 coming out.
Yeah. Team was the winning car from last season in Division 1, but it's not mine anymore, as I go to the Aston Martin next season. Well, next race, anyways. As Schumacher is now using his ERS, and now he's setting purple sectors. So this is a lap we've got to watch out for. So let's see what he does. As he heads to the final two corners. Yep. As he heads to the final two corners. Through Ravazza he goes. Not bad there. And the last corner.
Not bad there either.
Nice and smooth. As he heads to the DRS, activates it. Goes third fastest ahead of Manzi by 3/10, but not the pace I'd expecting from Schumacher, but it's still top 3 nonetheless. I'll say it's early days in this game.
Board with the McLaren heading across the line to get his time in sector 1. He will go slower by 2/10. He will not improve. This is looking not too good for him. If he wants to improve, he's definitely going to have to improve his time on sector 1.
I'm watching with Smithy at the moment as he heads towards the end of sector 2. He wasn't improving on his first sector, but what can he do in the middle? No, he's not getting the lap in just yet. I think he's backed out.
Sector 1.
That'll be Schumacher with all low fuel.
Yeah.
So we'll go to Maverick.
Just realised he set that lap on 5 old lap softs.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to go into the pits and
will he have the time though? That's the question. I don't think he will.
An average lap around here, they're setting is 1:16. If he goes into the pits, he'll have maybe just to make the time set up.
It'd be very close, I'll be honest. Yeah, he's just yellow flags. It's just him on low fuel at the moment. So Smithy goes on to his second lap, and this time he's actually pushing. So he must have warmed up on the first lap. Well, the first out lap and his first flying lap. But again, he's 5 tenths down. There's
sorry to interrupt here. We got DC on the medium. Nearly 6 tenths up.
It goes onto the gravel and grass and has to back out the lap.
Oh.
So unfortunate. Oh, and he cuts the grass. I think he's just letting someone through. Yeah, he is. It's Manzi on his out lap. But it's fair for enough for DC just backing out.
He's still got time.
Yeah,
I wonder how his tyres are going to respond to that.
Yep, Chewy's had enough. He's in the pits and retired, so he can't go any better. Chill. Yep, and Chill as well. So, can Smithy beat Chill to the line on his last lap, actually, because he has invalidated, but he can back off and go one more time as Manzi goes on to his final lap as well. Oh, is that Aston Martin? Oh, it's Owen!
Aston Martin in the gravel.
Yep, Owen. I don't think he's going to get another lap in, unfortunately. I think that's it for Owen. So, let's go to Manzi. first flying lap out of the lot left. Goes to sector 1, improves by a tenth. So looking good so far for Manzi. But can he go even better? And try and beat his nearest rivals? Like I say, the champion from last season in Division 2. Can he come back and defend his title? We shall see. As he looks to try and hustle that Red Bull that he does not like and try and get pole position in, but he's lost time in the middle sector as he head through the very tight chicane. And now he comes down to the last few set of corners as Preet has retired on track, so that means he is done for. And 6th place is best for him as he goes through Ravazza. Manzi takes it better, but not committed as he heads through the final corner. Activates the DRS. Can he get to pole? No, he can't. It's 3rd place for Manzi and a 10th, just a shy of a 10th off.
The Mercedes heading down the main straight now. He will activate DRS. He's improved by 0.39 of a second.
What can Smithy do? Can he respond to Chill? No, he can't. That's Chill on pole position for the Imola Grand Prix. He's done enough for the 15-7. Smithy cannot beat him or Manzi. And Chill takes the first pole position of the season in Division 2. And I don't think I was expecting that, if I'm being honest. I think Chill hasn't been in the greatest form recently, but coming into this game, he's set the pace at the top. And Smithy has to settle for 2nd, and Manzi, the champion from last season, is in 3rd. Schumacher is in 4th. Maverick 5th, Preet 6th. DC 7th, and Ellen 8th.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been qualifying in GRL, or whatever the name of the league is, and the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. We're just heading to the race now, and we will be shortly with you.
Yep, 5-minute break for the drivers, so we'll do whatever.
Like 2 minutes.
Yep. As the drivers prepare for their strategies and the race itself.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have lovely weather joining with us this morning at the Italian track of Imola.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Like I say, only 8 drivers. Obviously, is a bit disappointing, but I mean, there's a couple of drivers that like to watch the Euros or whatever if they've got other plans. Let's say it's not going to be the best turnouts all the time. So, but 8 drivers is still enough to see some action coming up in this season. I say we do apologise for the Division 1 cancellation, but Xbox was being a bit of a BS to some drivers. And I actually found out that the people could not sign in. And when I looked at the status, it literally had the account bit on the red. So, and I don't even think the servers got back up until like midnight UK time, which is pretty mental. Yeah. So, it was the right decision. It was the right decision to cancel it.
You don't. I guess.
But that's the problem with Xbox. Like, if you're signed in, you know you're on, but you see other drivers not being on, so it was a bit of a major problem for us. Let's say it will be streamed this Tuesday coming up, and hopefully we don't have that problem again. But yeah, predictions. Right, I know what I'm leaning towards. I think what I know, what's coming, I think Shuey will be in the top 3, for me personally. But it's hard to predict with that top 4, if I'm being honest. Anyone could finish first in this race from that top 4. I say don't discount Maverick and such, but that top 4 is pretty wild, I'll be honest, in terms of what they can deliver in this division. But I think Chill can hold on to the win, so I'll go Chill first, I'll go Shuey second, and I'll go Manzi third. Yeah, I'll go with that. That's my top 3. Like I say, it's just prediction, so I know it'd be
The
harder
mic's
for you to predict for you,
cutting out
but
again.
oh, is it? Fuck's sake!
Yeah.
Why does it do that?
Oh, right. People watching the stream, we're gonna have teams doing their and drivers doing their last fuel loads, last setup changes to the front wing pressures, because of Park Ferme rule, you are not allowed to change anything to do with suspension, transmission, suspension geometry, or the downforce of the rear wing. You are only allowed to change your differential, brake bias, and your front wing downforce and tyre pressures. We're going to see what drivers choose to do. I feel like this track isn't that high degradation. I feel like the best tyre pressures to go on is maybe mid, maybe towards the higher end of tyre pressures, just to get that little bit more stability and straight line speeds. But will be interesting to see what drivers do in terms of setups and strategies and etc. Jesus Christ, when's this race starting?
It'll be a minute or so. I don't know what were the time was set. I think they said in pie, so it's probably not put in chat. So, like I say, it is a 5 minute break, like from the end of the session to the start of the race, as we always do. It's always a 5 minute break, just to give the drivers to do like their, what they want to do. If they want to go to the toilet or get some food or drink or whatever.
Oh,
But here
there
we
go.
go. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Oh yeah, so formation lap. Okay, so formation lap is being activated for this season. That is something new to obviously this from last season. Obviously we had it off due to some of the fucking difficulties with the game last year. Well, last season I should say, but regardless, it's on for this season just to give it a test run to see what it's like. And I think it was I believe it was tested last night, wasn't it? In performance, if I'm not mistaken. Like I say, I weren't there, but I believe it was on from what I gathered. So formation that is on for this season. It's a good thing. Let's say gives the drivers to warm at their tyres and such.
It's an interesting pick from Schumacher going on the hard tyre. Personally, I've not really done a race on this track to judge whether hards and mediums are better.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say, once you get those tyres warmed up and those tyres to the right spot, or they start outperforming other drivers, I'm just going to say this, those hards feel really, really good. However, mediums do feel really nice as well. So, I don't know, I feel like it's going to be interesting. Schumacher showed good pace during qualifying. Of course, they don't manage to squeeze into the front rows. Still managed to get on the second row, but Storm didn't manage to squeeze onto that front row. But those hards might be able to pull him through into the later stages. However, undercuts are going to be more powerful on this track because I'm pretty sure Imola or one of the other tracks, can't remember. I think it might be either Las Vegas or this track that has one of the longest or the longest pit lane. So maybe those hards won't work as well as he intended to because of the undercut power on this track, but we'll see if he'll be able to do it.
Chill, come on. Of course, on the starting grid. So, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the Imola Grand Prix as we get Season 2 underway in RTB and GRL. So, who's got the good start? As I can't see what's going on. Here we go. It looks like Chill's got the better start, but watch out for Smithy on the outside. Oh, it's contact already! It's Preet into the back of Smithy.
Oh my goodness.
That was very close for comfort for the drivers, but Smithy got away with one there. Very close there, but the top 4 has stayed intact. Is he continuing? Yes, he is. So there's no going to be virtual or safety car, which is a good thing. And Shumi he almost lost the car there, and he's lost 3 positions in the process on those hards.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have possible strategies on the stream. We have either mediums to hards, or we have medium hards. I don't think drivers are going to be going for that 2-stop, unless you're in the position of Preet, who unfortunately has gotten damaged to the front, front left wing plate, because of a late braking, maybe a mechanical issue. I don't know. But yeah, drivers are definitely going to be going on that medium hard, or maybe in Schumacher's case, he might be going on hard mediums or hard softs if he managed to pull those hards long enough. But I feel like he's going to go for that longer strategy because of his track position right now.
Well,
Chill sets the fastest lap with a 1:21.7. Smithy and Old Manzi in the scrap for that P2. Old Manzi definitely closing in towards the end of that lap. Smithy kind of licking the edge of the track limits there. Manzi definitely closing in very hard. He's desperate to get into that position, and Chill is just chilling, and he is just slightly running away and attempting to break DRS by the end of the lap because of the 2024 changes for the FIA rules, where DRS will be enabled after the first lap, and now we will have Preet going out of the pits on fresh hards 34 seconds behind the rest of the grid. Alright, Damien, Squid, whatever you want to call, over to you.
Yeah, you can just call me Damien. Like I said it in Pi before. You know an OG. So don't call me Squid. Just because it's just best for the time being. But yeah, so I say DRS is enabled. Obviously, it has been changed since last game. So Smithy's got the DRS and he has the fastest lap with the 19.0. But like I say, the top 3, watch out for them. It's going to be a tasty rivalry once again. It's just going to be insane, promises. Because no matter what, even if Chill falls off midway through the season, it doesn't matter. He'll still deliver some good battles. Same with Smithy and Manzi. Manzi and Smithy last season, unbelievable for the pair of them. Honestly, either those two could have been champion, and Manzi came on top. Like I say, Smithy was frustrated in the last race, which was Brazil, and he didn't want it to go that way, unfortunately. But Manzi was crowned champion in Brazil last season, like me as well. But yeah, like I say, top 3, watch out for them. It's going to be a tasty battle all the way through, even if it's not the best at times. It's still going to deliver some good battles, and as I was talking through that, Shui has got past DC for 6th place and goes after Owen. Like I say, 3 laps in. Still early days. We've got over a lot of laps to go to. So, Preet had pitted on those hards as Chill sets the fastest up with an 18.5, with Smithy keeping touching distance with the Hash driver.
Owen is going to potentially overtake Maverick, although I don't know what Owen is doing here. He has DRS, or he had DRS, sorry, and he has not opened it on the main straight, just from what I've seen.
Okay.
And maybe Maverick just took the gravel.
Yeah, I saw that. Bit of smoke coming out, and Preet might have disconnected. Hopefully, if you can invite him, that'll be sweet as we continue.
This is not looking good for Manzi.
I mean, goes very wide.
Oof.
Very wide there, and that gives Shui the opportunity.
Manzi's nearly just lost rear end out of that corner, but it's not looking good for Manzi. He was obviously on Smithy's ass. Sorry for the foul language, people watching, right. But he was on Smithy's rear diffuser for the first and second lap quite intensely until that DRS got opened, and I don't know what's going on. He's making maybe too many mistakes, maybe he's saving the tyres, but he's dropped over 3.2 seconds to that.
Well, here comes Smithy for the lead of the race. Goes round the outside and Chill, and gets the move done. Smithy takes the lead of the Imola Grand Prix. Let's say it's still early days as Owen goes down the inside of Maverick. It always... Ooh, what was that? I don't know what that was. I think it might have been Maverick catching the curve maybe. Oh, she's got to be careful there with Shui on the back of him. Shui will not like that at all. And DC's coming to join this party as well. As Shui trying and find a move. He goes for it down the inside. And he gets the move done.
And he gets the move done.
Yep.
What a beautiful overtake.
Yeah, it's a good move.
DC's just letting these guys keep bickering, keep fighting.
Tries to
he
find
might...
the gap there.
No, he's...
And yeah, he gets
he's
it.
Still... Yeah.
He gets it.
Still managed to get that move done.
Yeah, very impressive for DC up to 6th place. Oh, he's almost lost the back end there, but he heads into 6th and Shui goes after Owen. And oh, he's hit the gravel and grass again.
He saved it.
Yeah. That was a very close call there for DC, like in quali. And he's done it again in the same place, but manages to keep the car going. Has lost 6th place to Maverick as Maverick reclaims it. So, like I said,
gonna make the move on Smithy, retaking the lead of this race. I feel like it's just gonna be a DRS train.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be a DRS train for the 90% of this race, and just gonna be a tie game, honestly.
Maverick has been passed again by DC. I don't know what's happened to Maverick. Might have made a mistake somewhere, probably in Ravazza, but yeah, DC gets back to 6th place once again.
We're going to see Smithy going round the outside of Chill here.
Yep, just caught the battle.
Commentary. Smithy will have the better exit than Chill. Chill is still going to be on Smithy's rear diffuser.
Ooh, a little bit of a clip there, maybe. And yeah, Chill gets
Chill
wide.
has gone wide.
Yep, that will definitely be a warning into the race director's books.
This is a very intense battle.
Told you.
I'll say definitely they're on par on the pace. It's just going to be a DRS game, and I feel like it's just going to play out onto the tyre management game and the undercut and overcut strategy. But from what I'm gathering here, Chill's not happy with those tyres. He's going wide everywhere. And his tyres might be starting to
first penalty of the
dissipate. Smithy losing his rear end on that final corner a bit. Bit of a
going ball with Chill.
Front wheel spin.
Probably going round the outside of Smithy, gets the move done again. But like I say, it's going to be the game of just overtaking one another. Like I say, they're 6 seconds ahead of their nearest rivals. So, but Chill goes very wide at the exit, and Smithy might have another chance at going around the outside of Chill. Here it comes, side by side.
Chill is going to back out that corner.
Yeah,
very smart decision.
Yeah, it's got to be careful in those high-speed corners. But yeah, these two are battling out to the ends. As we go on board with the Owen. Owen's on the back of Manzi. That's very surprising there. I can't lie. Is Manzi struggling on those tyres? Must be. Owen's going to go down the inside on Manzi. He gets 3rd place. That's shocking.
Schumacher also very close behind.
Yeah.
Closing on the Red Bull. We have a helicopter view here.
What is going on with Manzi's Red Bull?
My screen.
I say
Manzi having a much better exit than Owen that.
I say 7 seconds off the top 2, Manzi. This is not like Manzi. Oh, he's struggling so much. He always goes wide.
He is not enjoying that Red Bull. Or those tyres. Really not.
Those tyres look
Smithy is nearly broken DRS, but DRS is going to bring him back. Let's just keep ignoring that battle.
I say we've got
it's obviously going to keep... Manzi losing his rear end a bit on that corner.
Manzi's got to be careful.
Shui has got DRS on the Red Bull. Same with the Red Bull on the Aston Martin. However, the Red Bull is much slower than the thing. He clips the grass, manages to keep it on the track. Manzi is struggling.
Go back to the Chill's lost it. Chill's lost it. He's lost it out of the high-speed corners. It's that gravel trap again. He's got to watch out for his mirrors because the Aston Martin of Owen is right on the gearbox of Chill. He's had a moment and it's cost him badly as Maverick gets the 2nd penalty of the night. Oh my god, this is crazy.
I said, I thought that Chill was pretty confident. However, obviously 2 laps ago I did point out that he's losing that rear end, going wide everywhere. I did say that he's struggling.
Ooh, Smithy, gotta be careful there,
I did say he was struggling, not enjoying the car. it might have actually turned out, unless there was some contact or something with Smithy. We're going to see that essentially getting resolved if there was something or not.
I
But
don't
from what
think
we're
it
getting
might
here,
be. I don't think it might be. I think Chill must have lost it just going too wide, or he just probably too much on the accelerator going through the high speed corners.
Owen gets another penalty.
Yeah, yes. Owen's quite high with his penalties. I can't lie. Not in the drug way. Don't get me wrong.
Might make the move on Manzi here. No,
Owen's...
he's not. He's too slow on the straight.
Oh, is Owen going for second place? He is. Owen up to second. Oh, Chill! He's lost it again.
Gone wide.
Yeah, Chills goes over the curves and he's lost to fifth place.
Rejoin this race.
Oh, I thought Shuey was going to go for a move around Manzi. I think everyone's struggling on those. I think everyone's struggling on those tyres apart from Shuey at the start, of course. But I never expected. Oh my god, that was close.
That was
both having a tank slapper there at the exit.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Shuey is looking very strong on those hards.
I can't believe I'm saying
really
this.
good.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Owen up to second place. That's impressive. I know he's got 2 penalties, regardless. Forget that for the moment. Owen in second place. Like, I know you can't understand what's going on, but Owen is in second place. Like, that is mental. And he's pulling a gap away from Manzi. Like, the man that was the champion last season is losing time to probably one of them. It's hard. I don't want to say it because it's gonna be like a tank slapper on Owen, but Owen's not like the best driver, I'll be honest, but he can have his moments where he can have delivered good races, but not this good. And Owen's really bringing it to the Red Bull and Manzi. Like, that's impressive from Owen's perspective.
I think what I've just watching that straight and the past lap, being quiet. Chill's got accumulated that penalty. I've just seen him going wide then.
Manzi's lost it! Oh! Manzi's struggling so badly on those mediums.
Chill and Manzi are not enjoying that car. Snap of oversteer from Shuey on the exit. I think my prediction was right. Before old Manzi did what I was expecting him to do. I think Shuey took the advantage of Manzi not liking the car, and he was just staying behind him, saving the ERS, saving those tyres. And he was just keeping the pressure on. He was just trying to force the mistake out of Manzi.
And Manzi makes another mistake because now Chill's passed him once more.
Yeah.
As Chill goes up to 4th. But like I say, Chill and Manzi are just not the happiest of boys in those Haas and Red Bull cars. Like, but it's not the fact of that. It's the tyres. Like, you can see it clearly. They're just struggling so much. And I'm going to point out just before you point something else out. Owen is closing the gap on Smithy.
That's what I was just gonna say. Owen is
I can't believe I'm saying this. Owen's closing the gap on Smithy for the lead of the race. I know he's got 2 penalties. Like I say, regardless, just forget that. It's incredible that Owen's actually giving it some good racing for the all. And as I say that, he cuts the corner, and Shuey's right on the back of it. He's got to be careful though, and he can have some of these moments, but yeah, this is impressive from Owen's perspective.
Maverick. I'm just gonna say Maverick and Preek. Preek has been lapped by the leaders of this Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long race for Preek.
Owen's had a shunt. He's lost a few tenths to Smithy.
Yeah, he had a moment cutting the corner in the fast few corners just before sector 1
However,
ended.
Shuey is closing in very quickly on Owen. Those hards are really paying off for him.
Yeah.
Those hards are really, really paying off for him.
I think this could be a warning call to the Division 1 drivers, I must admit.
I feel like Div 1's going to be quite interesting. You're going to have a substantial... Oh, actually, it's expected that we're going to have double the amount of drivers here next week.
Yeah.
For Tuesday.
But it's kind of expected, like I say, me and the stewards had talked about this before. We're focusing on Division 1 at this point. Like, we need to get the top drivers to be, right up there, battling out for the next 10 races. It will just be an absolute amazing watching view from the streaming point of view and possibly the video's point of view. Like
Oh
you said.
my goodness! Sorry to interrupt you there, but I've just clocked. Owen has managed to pull back another 1.2 seconds
I
on
know.
Smithy
I,
and got
see
into
it.
this.
I see it.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I think Smithy's in managing mode. I'm just looking at his ERS. He's at 78%. If you look at Owens, it's at 43%. Oh, Shuey's possibly gone to the grass there. Like I said, oh, Shuey's lost it. Oh my God! Again, it's just
His
incredible to
rears are
see.
melted.
I don't know what's going on.
Manzi's got a penalty.
I think some of these drivers are not quite expecting these setups to go well. It's just incredible. Really incredible. I know, again, Owens lost a bit of time to Smithy, but it's like I say, it's just the consistency that Smithy delivers. He's a consistent driver, and he knows what he's doing. He's in the leader race. He's comfortable in the position where he is right now. But, like I say, just watch out for Owen. Like I say, I said it before, watch out for Owen. You can still create some moments that can deliver to the top charts in the races. But yeah. Oh, it's Manzi's lost it again. He's lost it again, Manzi.
Oh my goodness! And the Mercedes goes for the overtake, moving up into P5.
Yeah. Manzi is not a happy Red Bull. I know he's not a Red Bull fanboy, but holy, he is not happy. He's got to get off those tyres, unfortunately.
We are going to be seeing probably the drivers pitting with the next 2 to 4 laps of this race. About the halfway point, seeing some of the drivers going on to hards. Potentially seeing Shuey go on to mediums, but however, I don't think Shu will be wanting to go onto the mediums with this much left in the race. I feel like he's going to go pushing towards the lap 20s.
Speaking of it, here comes Shuey. He's right behind Owen's gearbox. Like I say, he's got a lot of ERS, but again, he's not going to go for the pass. I think he's just probably waiting for a moment where, you know, it feels the right time. But I could just see him going for the win. Oh my God, he's losing the rear end again. Oh my God, those drivers are struggling out there. All of them, it must be said.
Chill, another penalty.
Yeah, this is a penalty track. It's a penalty track, no doubt about it.
Oh, and 9 seconds of penalties. Chill 6 seconds. Mandy 3 seconds. Maverick 3, and Smithy with 3.
Yeah.
The only drivers to not accumulate penalties is DC and Schumacher.
Yeah, and Preet as well. I don't know if he's in this car. No, he's not.
Preet
I think he's had it off.
Disconnected.
Yeah, I think he's had it off. But yeah, Manzi's pitted for those mediums, rightly so. He had to come off those mediums. So he's on to a new fresh set of hards, as is DC in the Mercedes. I say it's the first round of pit stops. He might be in that.
Preet was not disconnected.
I think
just been lapsed.
Yeah, he's just
so
ghosted.
That's
why. Yeah. So that's no worries then. But again, let's go back to the top 3. Owen's closing in again. 4.8 seconds.
Smithy goes into the pits.
Oh, okay. Oh, and Preet almost loses the car there. So yeah, Smithy reacts to those pit stops from Manzi and DC. So Owen takes the lead of the race with Shuey in second, but again, Shuey is not going for the move. I do not like this, Shuey. You need to go for the move. You've got loads of ERS.
Probably, I think he's trying to do what he did with Manzi. I think he's trying to force a mistake out of Owen.
It's no
Owen
need
has
though.
been showing these mistakes.
I don't think there's no need though, because if you think about it, and I know this by heart, Shuey's a much quicker driver than Owen. It must be said, and I say Owen knows that. So he knows what he's doing. He's just sitting back behind, just you know, giving it a bit of time, you know, and such, and waiting for the good moment. But if you take the lead of the race, you could just pull a gap and just possibly go for the win of the race. But I know Shuey wants to get used to the game at the moment. Oh, Smithy picks up his second penalty of the day.
What Shuey is most likely trying to do is just sitting in his slipstream, waiting for him to make a mistake, or go into the pits. This is just letting him save the tyres. Owen goes really slow out of the chicane. Schumacher does hit his rear diffuser. From what it looks like here on the camera, it does not look like he has any front wing damage. You can't see the end plates have fallen off or anything, but he might have.
And Owen goes into the pits.
Terminal damage. Owen goes into the pits.
And rightly so.
This is Schumacher's time to push, make a gap, and just make that gap.
I'm
He
looking.
is.
I'm looking at the ERS. Oh, as Pre has lost the car again.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm looking at the ERS. 92%. He's been saving for this moment. So, and oh, he's lost it! Oh, he's binned it! Oh no! The tyres gave away, and there's a safety car. Oh, that's gonna.
The safety car will be
it's...
deployed in this race, and Owen's lead has been thrown out
Yeah.
into the window.
Yeah, he's not gonna like that at
Oh
all.
my god,
But
he is going to be fuming.
But here's the point. Owen's got the pace to, and I'm saying this out of truth. Owen's got pace. He can challenge the leaders. I know he's got 9 seconds of penalties, but challenge him. Make a mistake, because Owen looks in good form at the moment. So watch out for Owen. And
Owen's
DC as well.
definitely
You
the
got to watch out
person-
for DC as well. No penalties, and he's in 4th place. He's
only
picking
drive
up...
on the track right now without any penalties.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, you know what? If DC, oh sorry, at the moment, if DC manages to keep in within 9 seconds of Owen, if he does not get a penalty, and keeps within 9 seconds of Owen, or how many penalties Owen is going to get, then he can score a podium.
I know. And like I say, it's only halfway through distance, but he, like I said it before the race, he's a driver that can pick up the scraps and get a very good result, and he's doing it again. I say it's only halfway through. I say no need to get too excited, but it's like I said before, he can pick up scraps whenever he can, and he will get a very good result. He did it in Brazil, where he got a podium, and he got driver of the day for it from me and Pierre in commentary, and he rightly deserved it, because he knows what he's doing. He's an intelligent, he's an intelligent driver. He knows what he's doing. Manzi passes Maverick, because Maverick has pitted for a second time.
Yeah.
So Maverick can now pick up the close on to the cars in front of him, which is a good thing for him. And the same with Preet as well. Like I say, he's been out of this race pretty much from the start, unless I know he's been lapped, so he probably will not be able to overtake the safety car, because the game hates it.
Yeah. The car of the Haas and the Red Bull, Manzi and Chill, I feel like this safety car kind of saves them. If they manage to bring their car back into this race, I feel like that pit stop is managed to get them back into their senses, back into their game. Managed to maybe make some downforce changes, maybe some setup changes with the differential and brake bias. Got fresh tyres, and I feel like this is their chance to get back into this race. We have RTB, Smithy, and Chill, both for 6 seconds, so they're going to be scrapping just for the position. They're not going to be making another pit stop unless there is front wing damage. That is terminal. And DC can take advantage of that. If he does not get a penalty, overtakes Owen, and then manages to stay within the 6 seconds of the 2 leaders, he can take the win for this race. However, Manzi may have a reset in this race with the safety car on his pit stop, fresh tyres, and he has a 3 second. So, and he is currently the current holding champion, and I feel like he could put the pressure on for the leaders as well as DC if he keeps his consistency up. It's going to be interesting. There's so many things that can happen during this race, or during the remaining of this race.
Yeah, like I say, it's just under halfway left. Let's say anything can happen with these drivers, and I called it before. Anything can happen, and it's happened. Like everything has happened. Moves, overtakes, mistakes, retirements, tyres being absolutely awful for some of these drivers, and yeah, pretty much chaos from start to finish. Start to where we are now, and I think it will continue. So let's hope so, because it brings us some good action. I know this is going to be crazy, but I want to see Owen win this race. This will be an amazing win if Owen can pull off this win. I know it's hard to say and see if he can do it, But I say before, he's got the pace. He closed on Smithy, and that's something you do not hear every day. You would normally say, "Oh, Smithy's catching up, Owen. He'll be alright for Owen. You'll just let him go." Not this time.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like DC might have the better chance of winning this race because of Owen's penalties, Smithy's and Chill's penalties, and Manzi's penalty. But he's not looked that strong on the pace. Maybe it was just saving tyres, sandbagging, waiting for this moment if it came. But if anything, I feel like we're going to see the potential and pace of
Smithy's off.
DC right now.
Here we go. We're back underway with the green flag going. And Chill is already applying the pressure on the Sauber of Smithy. So, as we go to Chill and Smithy, here we go, side by side once again. Up to turn 2. Chill takes the lead once more. But like I say, it's early days still. I mean, just sitting back a little bit for the starters. You know, it's kind of tactical, to be fair, from Owen. You know, see what he can do. But yeah, like I say, fresh tyres, anything can happen. So, Manzi overtakes Maverick for 4th place. And I think... Oh, no, DC lost it! Oh, no!
No!
Same place again where Manzi lost it. Everyone's struggling at that corner. Pretty much everyone's struggling at that corner. Rather going wide and... Well, they're just going in too much speed. And they're just losing the car. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, DC, unfortunately, has lost 6th place.
DRS on Smithy. Like I said, that safety car and that pit stop on those fresh tyres does give the Chill the edge and the time to reset and get back into his A game in this race. Look, he's already pulled a second on Smithy when he's had to make an overtake.
Come on, Owen.
He's ready to run now.
I'm cheering Owen on. I'm cheering Owen on. Come on.
I'm biased. I was biased when DC was in P4 with no penalties because he's my teammate technically. But now I'm unbiased.
Yeah,
whoever wins wins.
Yeah. No, I say I just.
Oh my goodness!
I just
Chill
love Owen.
is flying. 2 seconds on Smithy. Owen closing on Smithy.
Yeah, but Smithy is more DRS than Owen at the moment. Like I say, it's going to be those laps where it gets to the edge for some drivers. There's a yellow flag again. I don't know who it was. Nothing's happened. Personally, might have been the lap before. Don't know what's going on, but yeah, 2.5 seconds. Chill has created a very good gap so far. Like I say, still 13 laps to go. But yeah, I'd love to see Owen do it, but he just needs to get those penalties down. That's all he needs to do. Keep it more clean. Keep it on the black stuff, not going wide and cutting corners. Just keep it nice and clean. Sometimes it might get you these wins, but I know Owen can push hard sometimes, and it will go too far and go wide and get penalties. But he's got the DRS on Smithy. This is a very good chance for him to get a podium this season. And that's very crazy to say. I say it's only 8 drivers, and obviously 7 now with the retirement of Shuey on lap 15. But Owen's got the best chance of getting a podium right now. I say he's got 9 seconds of penalties, but can he create a gap with Manzi struggling this season so far in this race? But I say it's only 1 race so far. There's still all to play for. Still a long way to go. And DC gets his first penalty. And I think that might ruin his chances of climbing back into the top 5. But like I say, anything can happen as we head on board with the Aston Martin of it's Owen. Can he grab something from Smithy's Sauber and get up there into 2nd place? It's going to be a very good watch from here on in. We shall see.
Owen has lost that DRS to Owen. I mean, not Smithy.
Yeah, I think Smithy's now is closing it. Yeah, Smithy's closing in now on Chill. It's
slowly.
Yeah, slowly, but it's still closing in. It's just under 2 seconds now as they cross the line. Yeah, 1.9 seconds separating the two. With
you know what?
Owen just losing a bit out of it on the top 2.
I feel like Owen might be able to pull out a podium, maybe a P2, but the win for me with the 9 seconds just seems very unlikely.
Well, at the moment, as it stands, he is fishing. Oh, what's happened to Chill? Oh, he's lost it again!
What's happened?
Chill's lost it again! Same place again!
Oh my goodness, this is Owen's chance. This is Owen's chance to get the win.
It
This
is
his chance to catch up to Smithy and get that win.
Yeah. Oh, please, Owen, can you do it? I would love to see it happen. Oh, no!
Oh no!
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, that is Owen's race and chance at a...
Unless the people around him get one more penalty, he might have a chance, but like I say, that's the problem with Owen. He gets penalties left, right and centre sometimes, and this is one of those tracks where you're just going to get a lot of penalties from Owen's perspective, if I'm being honest. But oh, he's gone onto the gravel as well. Oh, and he's lost out time to Smithy as well. Oh no. Oh man.
I feel like this is Manly's chance as well.
Yeah, yeah, Manzi might clutch up a second place as Chill overtakes Maverick for fourth.
No, Manzi can get away with the P2 if he doesn't make any mistakes, spin, and just works off those penalties. But if he manages to overtake Owen and manages to get within 3 seconds of Smithy, if I'm correct on the penalty, yeah, if he manages to overtake Owen and stay within 3 seconds of Smithy, he can get away with a win. Yeah. That's going to be interesting.
Well,
this has been,
oh, he gets another one!
This has been a really anticlimactic race. I was not expecting this to happen.
It has been an anticlimax, but like I say, anything can happen in this division. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Anything can happen. And I was never expecting Shuey to retire. Never expecting that to happen, and he has. And it looks like this game is going to deliver some wild results in this season, I must admit. And I say I've been very impressed. Like, I know he's got the penalties and such, but I've been very impressed with Owen at the moment. With his pace. What's the gap to the leader? So let's see. As it stands, 9 seconds. Jesus. At the moment, Owen's looking at... I'm just looking and adding it up. 6-9. He's probably looking at a P5 at the moment if he does not pick this pace up more. I know it's very hard for him, but at the moment he's looking at P5 at best. As it stands, maybe a P6 if DC closes in more. It's at the moment, he's looking at a P5 at the moment, Owen.
And he's dropping off the pace.
He is actually, yeah.
Looks like it's gonna be
oh, he's gone wide again, Owen. Oh, Owen.
And he's got another penalty.
I think that's harsh, though. He's come back off the track and he's come back in a nice position. He still gets a penalty. That's a bit harsh.
Maverick accumulating another penalty as well.
Oh, man. I feel sorry for him because you see, I know, and we do this at the end of the race where we pick our driver.
Another penalty.
Yeah. We do pick out a driver of the day for a Horn Dog award. Like I said, we talked about Horn Dog just before the race on Tuesday where it got cancelled. Very lovely person, and we honour him in his respect as an award, what we call the Horn Dog Award, where whoever gets the most driver of the days come the end of the season, we give a Horn Dog Award to basically the driver of the day of driver of the season basically at the end. And at the moment, for driver of the day contender, I know he's got a lot of penalties, but Owen, I've been very impressed with him. I know he's obviously got 18 seconds of penalties, but I've been very impressed with Owen. The other contenders I'll probably give it to I'll probably give it to Manzi as the other candidate for it, but it's hard. It's really hard because it's been very like up and down for most drivers. They say Smithy hasn't had the perfect race. Same with Manzi, same with Chill, same with Owen. Like, the top four haven't had a perfect race. It's been very anticlimactic, as you said. Chill's closing in on the Manzi, the champion. 6 laps to go. Well, 7 I should say, but 6. Come the next lap. Smithy's got a 3-second lead over Owen with a load of penalties. Come to the end of the race where he has to serve them. Manzi in a 3rd place at the moment, but has Chill for company in 4th. Maverick in 5th, a few seconds back. 6th is DC at the moment. And there's Maverick goes a bit wide.
I'm going to be out of the commentary box for about 10 minutes. I'll be shortly back.
Yep, no worries. As we have to come back as the one commentator for the time being. But yeah, I've been very impressed with Owen so far this Oh, Manzi gets another penalty. This could be a good chance for Owen to get a penalty. A podium, I should say. Do apologise, Owen. I know you'll be watching back. But yeah, like I say, Owen, you've been very impressed. You should be proud. I know you got a load of penalties, Owen, but you should be impressed with this race, with the pace you've got, because it's been very impressive from your standards. Yeah, Smithy looking to come back strong as Chill passes the champion. Well, the defending champion. Smithy gets another penalty, but he will be fine with it because he's got a few seconds to the likes of Manzi and Chill and Owen, so he should be alright to finish in 1st. I say 5 laps to go. Anything can happen. Chill now closing in on Owen. Looks like he's going to be settling for a 2nd place with his comeback drive. But yeah, it's been an anticlimactic race from these drivers and this division. I say 8 drivers is not the greatest of turnouts, but it's turned out to be an anticlimactic race, and just everything happening throughout these 28 laps we've had. Well, 27 on to the 28th. But yeah, Smithy in a comfortable position now, just needs to hold on and just bring the car home. Like I say, he's got less penalties than Owen. He's just got to worry about Chill, and Chill is about 7-8 seconds behind him. I mean, I think Smithy has been the most comfortable driver out the lot, I'll be fair. He's had a few moments, but like I say, I've been very impressed with Owen. If it weren't for Owen's penalties, man, he gets driver of the day all day long. All day long. I just feel sorry for him with those penalties. Like, I know he's quite the penalty man, but I think this game's going to be one of those where the penalties are just going to be so harsh. And we did some tests in 5-lappers, and some penalties are just ridiculous. So I think Owen's just going to try and bring it home and see if he can grind out a top 4 finish. I say he's got to have 15 seconds over DC at the moment, and he has. So at the moment he is in the top 4, but we'll see what happens if he can try and somehow pull off a 12-second gap to Manzi. I say Manzi's not been standout this race. He will at the moment claim another podium. Oh, Chill gets another penalty. Oh, wow. Now Chill's got to build 6 seconds in 3 laps. Oh, actually, Owen might be able to claim a podium if he can build 1.8 seconds more, he might be able to claim third place. So we'll see what he can do. I say 3 laps to go, it might be possible. Just depends how Chill does now. Manzi gets another penalty. So now it's back level with the 2 drivers. And if Manzi gets 1 more and Chill gets 1 more, Owen's in a good spot for a second place. Free gets another penalty as well. I say it's all calmed down now. I'll say Smithy with a just an under 4 second gap now to Owen. It's been like that for the last few laps. In a comfortable position, doesn't need to do too much now. Just needs to bring the car home in that Sauber. The Sauber that looks horrible in real life with no points on the scoreboard, but Smithy will be claiming some points. Well, some big points in this race. The fastest lap going to Pre, so he'll get the extra point as it stands. With a, what's the lap time? So 17.5, and he's still going with 4 stops. That's actually credit to Pre, to be fair. I'll say first race in this season. It's going to be tricky, and you know he's set a fastest lap, which is a good thing. I'll say he'll get some good points. And yeah, we'll see what happens. And I think my driver of the day will be decided if Owen finishes on the podium or not. If he doesn't, it goes to Smithy. If he does, if he gets on the podium, he gets my driver of the day. I don't care. I know Smithy might be thinking, oh, why not me? Look at Owen's pace. Come on. Look at Owen's pace. I was only predicting him to possibly get a top 5 finish, maybe. Never expected him to be up in second place. If he gets another penalty, oh, maybe Owen can possibly claim something out this race. So at the moment, as it stands, oh shit. Sorry. Penalties, there we go. Just keep that in mind. With just less than a lap to go. Well, almost a lap to go. Yeah, Smithy doesn't mind having another penalty as long as he doesn't go over the 18-second mark. Free... You need 6 seconds, Owen, to... he's not on the podium at the moment. So, as Smithy goes on to the final lap of the race, can Owen somehow, someway, clinch his Aston Martin onto the podium? Can he do it? It's all or nothing for him at this point. You might as well give it everything on your final lap and try get something. And try and get a podium out this race. But yeah, like I said, before Driver Day was handed out, well, not handed out yet, Smithy has been the most comfortable driver out of the 8 drivers, it must be said. Not the best pace, I'll be honest, but was fighting with Chill in the first few laps and after the safety car restart. But it's not always about the pace. Mercedes DC has lost it again. But yeah, Smithy has been the most comfortable driver, has not made many mistakes at all, and if he did, it's probably a few snaps. But regardless, he comes around the final 2 corners at Ravazza, rounds the final corner, gets a little tank slapper at the end, but he will not care. It's the first win for Smithy in the new season of GRL RTB. So can Owen claim his podium or not? We'll find out. No, he can't. The penalties have cost him, unfortunately. He's missed out by just under 3 seconds, 2.5 to be exact. Manzi claims second place after a very hard fought spins and such with the Red Bull. but still manages to claim second place. Chill, who was pretty much dominant at the top after the safety car restart, has just made too many mistakes, and the penalties have cost him to finish second and has to settle for third. But boy, oh boy, credits to Owen where it's due. You might not get driver of the day, but I've been very impressed with you. With no penalties, with as less penalties as that, I've been very impressed with you, Owen. That's do I give it? Oh, man, do I give it? I can't really. Oh, it's between Owen and Smithy, 100%. It's. Do I give it to Owen or Smithy? Let's say Marcel is not going to make it back, unfortunately. But I could do the drivers' interviews. I'll ask Smithy in chat. I'll ask him, see what he says. But yeah, Smithy claims the first win of the season. Manzi claims second. The champion from last season, defending his title, is in second. And Chill claims a third place. And yeah, Smithy looking to have an interview. So we'll get the top three in. Chill, where's Smithy? There you go. And Manzi, where are you? If I can find your name, I'll decide my driver of the day after the interviews. So we get our top three in. I say Marcel's not here at the moment. And like I say, if you can include your audios, please, my friends. As we round off the top three with their interviews, and whilst we wait for Manzi, and there he is. I say, if you can include your audio in for us, Manzi, that'll be very much appreciated. So, let's go to our race winner for the first round. Smithy, a very climatic race from your standards, obviously battling with Chill in the first few laps, and again after the safety car restart, but you took advantage of the mistakes, and yeah, just sum up the race with your win, and yeah, we'll see how, and tell us how it went for you personally.
Yeah, I mean, it was I wouldn't say lucky win. I think I had the pace to challenge Chill, but his two spins definitely helped. I'm not going to lie. As you can see by the penalties as well, that track is awful when it comes to track limits. We were all screaming at the TV because we were all struggling
Yeah.
when it come to it. So I'm glad I just had that. Well, we were all pretty similar to what I had, but yeah, just glad I had that extra bit just to keep in front, and yeah, managed to almost match my fastest lap on the last lap. So yeah, I still think I had a bit more in case we did do a couple more laps, but yeah, I enjoyed the battle with Chill from lap one. I thought we went a bit steady to start with, just being the first race and the first go at this new game. Really, not had much practice around here. Start sounding like Stroll now. I keep saying it. Yeah, I say it was a nice battle with Chill. He made a couple of mistakes at the back end, losing it, and managed to re-overtake him. I don't actually think I overtook him once on the DRS. It was all after him sliding. But yeah, it was nice to start the season with a win. I know we've only got a short season this year, so every win counts now. So yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. And obviously coming up to the next race, which is the Netherlands, and 100% race, I must point out to the viewers. What can you expect from that? Because that's going to be an interesting one as well.
A lot of penalties.
Yeah.
I think we're all gonna struggle with track limits because, let's say, half the time you don't even have to touch curb and it went.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I won Holland last season. I know it's a new game, new aspects, so to speak. But yeah, I'm looking forward to my first 100% race in a long time. So I'll see if I can do the business. Hopefully there'll be a bit more battles because
Yeah.
Manzi's a bit off it this year, isn't he? So
Well, we'll come to Manzi in a second, but very well said from the race winner. Thank you very much, Smithy, and congratulations on your first win of the season. So, let's go to our second place man, and that is the champion of last season, Manzi. Not the best pace, it must be said with all due respect. Like I say, coming up against the likes of Chill and Owen, it must be said, and Smithy. It looked like you was going to set the pace after the was it the third place start on the grid, which it's not a bad quality spec, but it looks like you were struggling out there, Manzi, and you managed to pull through with a second place. But yeah, talk us through how it went for you.
Tonight was a struggle. I've been struggling on this game, I'm not going to lie. I just can't get to grips with it. Everything I do, I'll just slide.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was struggling massively, and then I got told to turn my diff down. The diff was quite high, so I turned that down. It helped, but still struggling. Then it were a case of trying to limit the penalties because a lot of us, we weren't even cutting the corner. We were nowhere near cutting the corner.
Mm.
There's a warning. It's just really, so you're trying to fight a twitchy car and a stupid penalty system.
Yeah.
So yeah, tonight was a struggle. I don't know how I managed to get P3 on the grid. I don't know how I've managed to get P2 on the podium. I'll take it. I'm not gonna lie, but and I need to do a lot of work. That's for sure.
Yeah, it must be said, to be fair, with all due respect. But you can somehow pull out the bag and still manage to beat what was probably looking like a Chill win at the start. It must be said, or obviously a Smithy win. But you like I say, you can pick up the moments where you can, like you say, you did it last season to win your championship. So it could be one of those seasons where you have to pick up the points where it matters.
Yeah.
And like I say,
I know
obviously.
I've got to tweak my Imola setup anyway, so there is still, it's not all dead in the water yet, but it's not looking good.
Yeah, but hopefully that can be turned around next race in the Netherlands for the 100% race. But well done to your second place. Obviously, it was hard earned, must be said. But yeah, well done on second place, Manzi.
Thank you.
And now we go to what was the race leader, and unfortunately had to come back through hard and managed to pick up third. Chill. Started on pole, looking good. Obviously, battles with Smithy at the start, and then pretty much those two spins pretty much cost you the race win, and possibly what would have been a very great win for your perspective from last season. But yeah, talk us through how it went for you.
Yeah, the start of the race went all right. Wasn't really like the first couple of laps. We didn't really having no stepping out of the rear. Then all of a sudden, just started to step out, but manageable. I just kept on persisting, and then yeah, after that spin, I don't know if it was I turned a bit too early at that chicane, grabbed the grass, and that's what spun it out. I know it was for the second one, which was a bit annoyance, but yeah, managed to get back up there. Shame it's not the win. It would have been a good one to start the season off, but yeah, not to be.
Yeah, unfortunately not for you, but it looks very promising from your side of things with that pace against Smithy. It could be another rivalry to soon come, but hopefully you'll bring that pace back to the Netherlands. You expecting some good pace to that race next week?
Uh, I don't think I'm going to be where I was today. Might be still be there fighting for podium. so I'm not sure about the win. I'll have to get on and do a bit of testing, tweak the setup, just to see where it needs adjusting.
Yeah. But regardless, it's still a decent podium for you. Obviously, you probably wanted the win, but it's still a podium regardless. But yeah, congratulations on the third place, Jill.
Thank God.
So, now the driver of the day is very tough. I can't lie, and I think we can all agree. I don't know if you're expecting it, but Owen's pace was phenomenal. It must be
We
said.
all
Yes.
agree with that. We all agree with that.
So now I've got two decisions. It's either him or the race winner. I don't. I want
I'd
your
personally say
perspective.
Squiddy. Squiddy, sorry, I'd personally say Owen. He deserves it. Sorry. Yeah, he's
Yeah, I win.
Yeah,
definitely deserves it.
yeah, fair enough. I'll take your advice from you top three. So yeah, there you go then. Owen's your driver of the day, and he gets the first Horn Dog Award of the season. So well done to Owen. I said it on stream. He was very impressive. It must be said.
Yeah,
I was never
he
expecting that.
deserved it.
So well done, Owen. You get driver of the day for the first race, and
Thank
we'll
you,
call it.
Marcel, for helping.
Yep, thanks Marcel for helping. He's not here at the moment. He's had to go away for a little bit. But yeah, thanks for him to helping. Thanks for the drivers for the interviews. It was very appreciated, and it's a very good start to the season. And we will.
Hopefully, we can have a better turnout next week. But
Yeah.
obviously, with the England game, unfortunately.
Yep.
Hopefully, Tuesday for Div 1, the game doesn't crash and the servers don't go down.
Yeah. Hopefully not this
Would be
time.
good.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see you everyone on the Tuesday night where we go to the first race. Hopefully this time for the Imola Grand Prix for Division 1. And next Saturday actually, will be the Netherlands for these drivers, and we'll see how they get on with the 100% race. So yeah, we'll call it there. Thanks for everyone for watching. Thanks for Marcel. Thanks to the top three. Well done to Owen. And yeah, we'll call it there. So hope you have a good night. We'll see you on Tuesday night.